Here at Fox 9 News at 9, we take a closer look at the weather, learn something, hopefully.
Yes, and we head over to Scour. You know, tonight it was certainly beautiful out there. We've been keeping an eye on the rivers, and that certainly is looking very high. Right?
You know, it's Severe Weather Awareness Week this week. Each night I'm going to take a look at something, and tonight happened to be flooding. And, of course, we have the potential for flooding on the river. That's river flooding. You get two types of flooding in the Northwest. Flash flooding, which comes very quickly. River flooding, which can come quickly, but a flash flood is coming in at a much more rapid pace. We're going to have some time to prepare for the Boise River to come up. I want to show you flood facts. Across the Northwest, because we're in this mountainous terrain, we have a real problem with the potential for flash flooding. Take a look at this flood fact. The worst natural disaster in Oregon history was in Hebner, Oregon. This is back in 1903 in June. 247 lives lost. That's the second worst in the U.S. for fatalities. So this was a major flash flood. A 40-foot wall of water came rushing through town for over an hour, and finally telephone calls downstream to the town of Lone helped save the people in that town. 150 homes in that town were destroyed. This is a photograph of what it looked like back then. This is Hebner, Oregon. It's not far southwest of Pendleton. So remember, flash flooding can certainly happen here in the Northwest. Look at this right here. Say you've got water over the road. Here's the road right here. A lot of people will tend to want to cross the water. If you don't know how deep it is, you really shouldn't be driving across the water. Turn around, don't drown is the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's theme. So again, when you're seeing floodwaters, you don't want to drive through it. This is what it looked like when water was over the road. Look what happens when the water cleared. I want to show you the next picture of what it actually looked like. Look at the huge holes in the road here. Water will tend to erode beneath basically any roads. Anything beneath it can be just swept away. With a river bank, you can have that go away, but when you have a flash flood across the road, anybody trying to drive across this road would have been swept away in the river. So once again, flooding, turn around, don't drown. That's the best advice tonight, guys.
Good advice indeed.
Smart, especially with where we're coming from.
That's right.
Thanks, Scott.
You bet.